welcome to Berkeley Buddhist Temple. Just what an outpouring. So welcome to the folks who were here when we arrived and folks who have been walking with us so far today. We have a couple of speakers who are going to speak to you briefly about this temple. John, the Minister Assistant here at Berkeley Buddhist Temple, and Susan Carson, who is here from What If Foundation. So we'll just have a few words of wisdom from them, and then we'll have a brief chant after Susan's presentation, and then we'll have a little time for just relaxing and having some refreshments before we head out to Berkeley Zen Center. Right? So that's our plan for the next few minutes.
Thank you very much. It's really nice to see everyone here today, and we are really appreciative that Berkeley Buddhist Temple could be a part of this walk. We would have loved to invite you into our temple space, but actually it's being worked on. I think you may remember we had some unexpected rain a couple of weeks ago, and the temple was being re-roofed during that time, and we had an incident. So it's being corrected, and we're working on it, but that just means you'll have to come back and visit us another time. Maybe a Sunday when we have service. Sundays at 9:30 a.m. We have lots of cool activities you can look up on our website, berkeleybuddhisttemple.org. And we also have Tara Umimoto here, who is our another minister assistant, and we'll just briefly mention our community outreach portion.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara. So at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple, we try to do some community outreach activities such as college welcome dinner, where we welcome all college or college-age students here, and just for some games and homemade Japanese food. We also try to do a senior luncheon with some bingo and prizes. And then we also try to partner with organizations such as the Buddhist Global Relief, and we're really excited to be here again, and sometimes also community organizations such as the Alameda County Food Bank.
Thank you very much.
So Susan. Hello everyone. My name is Susan Carson, and I'm on the board of the What If Foundation, which is based in Berkeley. I was just going to, first of all, I'm here to say thank you so much to Buddhist Global Relief. They are our largest funder. And I just introduced them, I brought some photos this time. And this is Lavaris Godin, who's the director of the Narive Foundation in Haiti. So he's our partner in Haiti. And this is Margaret Trost, who founded the What If Foundation almost 20 years ago with a man named Father Jean Juste, who unfortunately died in 2009. And then just some pictures of the children. And these are some of the cooks. Really beautiful kids, incredibly beautiful kids. So just wanted to give you an idea of what we've been doing in Haiti. First of all, I don't know, we don't get a lot of press about what's going on in Haiti on the West Coast, but it's really, really bad right now. It's very violent. There are lots and lots of protests. The cost of living is now 4 times higher than the daily minimum wage. The government has seen fit to raise taxes and various fees essentially on the poor, and is creating a lot of violence. There's no trust in the government, and even if someone comes into the government who looks like it will advocate on behalf of the people, oftentimes that person is co-opted by bribes. And so it's just a very fraught situation right now, and none of us have been back for the last 2 years. It's not been safe. Lavaris tells us we can't come, and recently he actually was in a car that was pulled over by 6 gunmen, and luckily 2 of them recognized him and said, "It's Mr. Lavaris," and let him go on his way. And I didn't really think much about it, except I've often been in a car with Lavaris, with other people from the What If Foundation, and thought, wow, if 1 or 2 of us had been in the car with him, that could have been a really dicey situation. So in the midst of all of that, our school, the Father Jerry School, which started 3 years ago, is a place of calm. We now have 350 students from pre-kindergarten to philo, which in the French system is about grade 13. Last year we had 11 students graduate, most of whom were girls, And I believe all of them passed their state exams, which is just unheard of in Haiti. Our school, from the very beginning, has been incredibly successful, and a lot of it is due to the dedication of Lava, for sure, and the teachers and the people he has put in place there, and the students themselves. I'm sorry I don't have any, we need to get some more updated photos because the uniforms are beautiful. They're kind of that yellow color that the man back here is wearing with the blue with the woman next to him. It's that kind of combination. And they're really beautiful, and the girls often come with yellow ribbons in their hair, and they're just really beautiful kids. So 24 students this year are looking to graduate, finish high school, finish philo. And then the sad part about it is, what do they do after that? And so that's another thing the foundation is trying to look at, because only 1% of students in Haiti reach university. And that's a combination of low access to quality education and also a lack of financial assistance. So of the tens of thousands of kids in Haiti who apply to university, only a couple hundred get to attend. And we do have, through another foundation that assists us, we have a young woman who's just started medical school, and we have a woman who graduated a few years from medical school. So we're also trying to also assist students to go beyond high school. But just graduating from high school and passing your state exams is a huge accomplishment in Haiti. And then the food programs. So Buddhist Global Relief has been helping us, and we've had a food program now almost 20 years. It started out with Father Jean Just feeding kids 1 day a week. It's now grown to 5 days a week. And it's really divided amongst 3 different programs. There's the community kitchen and the med-school cafeteria, so everyone who attends school gets a meal, which is apparently unusual in Haiti, but all the kids and the teachers and the staff get a meal together those 5 days they're in school. And then we run a food pantry that provides about 60 to 100 people food that women can come and get rice and beans and things, and then they can cook at home. And so we're serving about 6,000 meals a day, 5 days a week. And then as we approach our 20th anniversary, Margaret started the foundation 20 years ago. We're just very, very excited about where we are, and we hope to grow. And we just want to thank, again, Buddhist Global Relief for being our biggest donor. If anybody's more interested about our programs, I brought some brochures. And Margaret's book is just a terrific read, and it talks about how she started the foundation, and it's very moving. I found out about the foundation. My daughter was required to read this book her freshman year at St. Mary's College High School in Berkeley, and I found it so moving, and then eventually I got involved. So thank you for all you do, and if anybody's interested specifically about Haiti, I did bring some materials. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Susan. So you heard about some of the good work that's happening. I understand that there are some people who have asked about donations, making donations. Carol, where are you? Let's see if you can raise your hand. Carol can receive donations which are going to Buddhist Global Relief for the walk. And unfortunately, we don't have the receipt book with us. If you do need a receipt or you would like to try to make a donation online, that's also possible. At BuddhistGlobalRelief.org, there is a page, a map of the US where you can click through and find the Berkeley Walk and make a donation there online. So that's also a possibility and a good way to get your tax receipt. So for now, let's just thank you so much, John and Susan, for sharing with us. And yes, Reverend Kobata Sensei, would you like to say a word about?
Just an announcement.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Do you want the mic?
Okay, thank you. So just since I have a captive audience, I'd just like to introduce this special project that was initiated this spring called Suru for Solidarity. Suru is a Japanese word for crane. And I think many of you are probably familiar with the art of folding paper cranes or origami. And so this is the project to fold paper cranes, and then we'll string them up. And then a group of us went to Dilley, Texas, and Crystal City, Texas in March, and we staged a little rally protest in front of the Dilley, Texas Detention Center. And so this is one way we're trying to bring attention to that, that tragic situation that our people who are aspiring to realize a better life and coming to America are not being very welcome. So this is a way to just bring attention to that whole situation. And so we invite anybody who would like to fold a paper crane and then send them in. I guess these are the little flyers that will explain this project. So I'll have some available for you to take a look at and follow up online and figure out where we're gonna bring all these cranes together. But the eventual plan is for next June. We're trying to organize a contingent to go to Washington, D.C. to stage a protest at the White House, and with the same idea of stringing up these paper cranes to bring unity to our society, and then place them on the gate around the White House. Our permission hopefully granted. But anyway, so this is just to invite you to participate, if you would like to, by folding the cranes as an expression of your connecting with these the asylum seekers and the immigrants that are here trying to come in to share the experience of bringing together a multiplicity of cultures, faiths, and so forth into one sane society. So thank you.
So John, at this point, would you like to lead us in the chant?
Sure, yeah. So we're just going to close with this chant on this white sheet that we handed out here. It's homage to the Buddha and the threefold refuge, or the three treasures. I know we have several different traditions here and friends of Buddhism, so we just thought by bringing it back to the Buddha and the three treasures, we could all get behind that. So we're going to start our chant now. And we may close by saying Namo Amida Butsu, or I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Amida Buddha, for our tradition, represents all wisdom and compassion that we turn to for guidance. So you're welcome to join us at the end of this and say Namo Amida Butsu as well, if you like. All right, go ahead. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangham Saranam Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Kye Butsu. Namo Kye O. Namo Kye So. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandavs, namandavs, namandavs. Thank you very, very much.
Great. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. And Tara. And Reverend Kabata. Yes, so we're going to have a refreshment break and just a relaxing time, and we'll leave here in about 20 minutes. So at about 2:35, we'll get ready to go walk from here to Berkeley Zen Center. And even if you weren't involved in the first part of the walk, please feel welcome to join us for the rest of it, or just as far as Berkeley Zen Center if you would like. So enjoy and relax.